So first of all, I just wanted to say I'm quite surprised that this series came out so soon. Soul Leveling, Season 2, Episode 1. And yeah, for some weird reason, when it comes to sequels, webtoons, adaptions, they just kind of take the longest time. And Soul Leveling, it has delivered right from the get go. They come back what seems quite a few months. I remember during Ninja Kamui that I was also watching this, did not do an episode by episode basis. Instead, I summarized what I thought about the entire first season, which was epic. Okay, if you have not seen the first season, do check it out. But coming into this one, it was definitely a episode of episodes. So, Song gets stuck into a red dungeon. And in here, he is stuck from what is to be the outside world. And the only way this can break is whether rather it breaks away itself, which could take months, weeks, I think even years. I do know it could take quite a while. And the other way is to actually defeat the boss. Defeating the boss would take quite a while though because of how much mobs and enemies that are in proximity of this area. They're actually stuck there in the winter, which was a really cool setting. The tank was an absolute jerk. Okay, if I had to talk about characters, Tank, Massive L, doesn't even deserve a name. And that's another thing I like about this series. They actually have a fairly developed world where everyone has a name, and their whole entire ranking as who they are is very important. It is very important, and it makes you interested in every character in some type of way, and their abilities and what they kind of bring, should I say. Besides that, we can kind of talk about the girl. The girl's where I kind of felt disconnected. I was kind of confused. Like, who is she? I think we've seen her in the previous season. I just don't remember from what exactly. Don't know if she was that important of a character. Maybe whenever he was in that big boss battle in the open world, maybe. But yeah, that's where my most confusion was. I guess I kind of needed a catch up, and they do a catch up in that opening, which does help for those of you that forgot the lore or just watched too many other series. I think that's a big bug a lot of us do have from time to time. Can't remember names, can't remember exactly everything about the whole entire like lore of the world and how it works due to us watching so many other series and so on. So yeah, that's great in itself. But yeah, they're stuck in this red zone, and the tank is wanting to go off and do his own thing. Meanwhile, I forgot to talk about the subplot. So this subplot is very important when it comes to Song. He is actually being tracked down from that one dude's brother that knows his brother's dead. Which I have to look because, well, the names are in Korean and I sadly do not speak Korean, so don't hate me. I'm going to say this very wrong. His name is Hwang Dong-soo, and he was in America. Now he's in Japan, unironically, and he's looking for our boy Sung. The other dude, I think he's pretty, like, he's scot-free as far as things go. At least I think. Now they could pull, like, a crazy card here, and, well, I would be certainly surprised, because it would be very unfair. But yeah, he is there at the gate's entrance, which they can't open because they're stuck in this red zone. And meanwhile, we go back to Sung. He is destroying these bears. Okay, and this is where he gives everyone like winter coats. He's obviously protecting this girl. Now, I forgot to talk about the elves in the beginning with the shooting the ice arrows. He saves her. He grasps the arrow. You know, he has his super senses, and he was able to see things that were wrong beforehand. And well, it worked out. He's got his spidey senses. One guy dies. Everyone else is alive at this point. And yeah, we have that big group split off. Takes all the strong and all the weak are together. The girl, I think she's the second strongest on this team. I don't remember her rank as far as things go. But yeah, the Tig talks about some foreshadowing. he basically picks Sung, and he doesn't know why, to be kind of like a team captain. And he does take control of this team. You don't know why? Well, he is probably higher ranked than you are, buddy. That's why. Okay? There's some irony to it all. If you had him, you wouldn't be where you are right now, right? Because we saw what happened to bro. He was crying. He just wanted to join his little guild. It didn't work. But yes, Sung was pretty epic in this one. After he gave everyone the jackets, that little campfire. This is where he goes off on his own. He brings out his army, and they whoop some nice winter bears. Epic music, just epic music. Okay, that and the fighting, fantastic. There's something about that I just love. Kind of reminds me of around the time the Ninja Reboot came out, because I think they did the same exact thing with the music, and that's just good touch. Good touch. That's all I can say about that. Good touch. But whenever the giant winter bear comes out, which is like the leader, the boss, that was just, yeah. He gets his right hand man. He runs all out of his magic points, and our boy gets this slain. Song just watches back, and it is some nice slicing. Bear's head does get cut off. I was not expecting it. At first I was like, hey, maybe he's just going to slice him a bunch and he's going to bleed out, and that was that. No, he taking that head home. So, does this solve everything? No, it doesn't. We actually get to kind of see what's coming next. Something about these elves. Obviously, the strong team, they got destroyed. Okay, they're getting destroyed. Little A-rank tank, he's crying about the guild and all that. Now, I feel like Sung will save him, and he'll be thanking him, I hope. If not, he's just going to die and be like a pawn. And it looks like there's a really strong winter elf. So, I'd like to see more on what he's going to do for Sung. Because usually this is where he receives some type of power-up or something of the sorts. Maybe a new member to his army. He needs some like long rangers. I guess he has mages. But he doesn't really have any archers as far as I know. At least I don't think he's archers. I don't know, his arsenal's pretty big. So, it'd be nice to have something different. And those winter bears would be cool too. But, hey, can't ask for too much. I've only read so much of this series. Probably because I did it illegally rather than through Webtoon, since they make you wait. And I got tired of waiting, so I read up a bunch of it until I lost track of the website. But with all that, it looks like an exciting next episode for sure. Does everything close the next episode? I am sure hoping so, but at the same time, I'm like, don't rush it. Don't rush it if you don't have to. Gonna have a lot of arcs to go through as it is. But with all of that, guys, let's go to the rating. And I was thinking, nice 8.4, very strong. But was it the strongest of all time? No, it wasn't. That first season, stronger, and it's going to increase. I'm just letting you know, that is not the final. An 8.4 is very strong, by the way. It's very strong. So, only way from here is up. Because I know solo leveling, if any Webtoon series has it, if any series has it, it's going to be solo leveling. After all that, question of the day is, how do you feel about the girl? Do you think she's going to awaken? Or do you think it's going to be like, I guess this is as close as Sung has to a girlfriend at this point? I mean, I guess he had the original chick, but probably a stupid question, but feel free to answer, guys. Stay safe. Until next episode, peace out.